Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you once knew has vanished. Not just your job or your possessions, but that deep-seated confidence, the familiar rhythm of your daily life, has been swept away as if by an unseen force. For years, I believed that success meant accumulating more achievements, more possessions, more validation. Then, in one unexpected moment, everything crumbled. In the midst of that overwhelming loss, I discovered that the secret to thriving lay not in clinging to what remains, but in learning to let go. I remember the day as if it were etched in my mind. The morning when the world I had so carefully built fell apart. I had spent years constructing a life around constant achievement and the relentless pursuit of more wealth, more status, more certainty. And yet, when it all came crashing down, I was left with a void so vast it threatened to swallow me whole. In that moment of utter despair, I found myself questioning every decision, every attachment. I clung desperately to memories and to the remnants of a life that no longer existed, believing that if I held on tightly enough, I could somehow resurrect what had been lost. But slowly, through the long, lonely nights and the quiet moments of introspection, I began to understand that holding on was exactly what was keeping me from moving forward. In the silence that followed the storm, I discovered a powerful truth. Every ending is simply the precursor to a new beginning. The pain of loss, as excruciating as it felt, was also a profound invitation to start anew. It was an opportunity to strip away the unnecessary and to build something far more meaningful. A life where every moment is intentional and every experience valued for its pure, unadulterated truth. The first step on this transformative journey was to accept the emptiness. At first, the void felt like an enemy, a relentless reminder of everything that had been taken away. But gradually, I learned that emptiness can be a blank canvas, a space where new dreams can be painted, free from the clutter of past expectations. I began to see that the silence left in the wake of loss was not a sign of failure, but a rare moment of clarity. It was during those quiet hours that I learned to listen to my inner voice, to distinguish between the noise of fear and the subtle call of possibility. In this newfound silence, I made the conscious decision to release the excess that had long burdened me. Over the years, I had accumulated more than I truly needed. Physical possessions, limiting beliefs, and toxic thoughts that served no purpose other than to weigh me down. Like a traveler shedding an overloaded backpack on a long journey, I started to let go of what no longer contributed to my well-being. Each item discarded, each outdated belief abandoned, became a liberating act, a declaration that I was ready to make room for what truly mattered. As I continued to declutter both my external environment and my inner world, I began to rediscover the beauty of simplicity. I started to notice the delicate aroma of freshly brewed coffee in the early morning, the gentle warmth of sunlight streaming through an open window, and the soothing murmur of the wind rustling through the trees. These small, seemingly insignificant moments became my anchor in a turbulent sea of change. I realized that true happiness isn't found in the relentless chase for more, but in embracing the present moment with gratitude and mindfulness. The essence of a fulfilling life, I discovered, lies in cherishing the simplicity that so often goes unnoticed. Yet, the journey toward transformation was not merely about decluttering the physical and mental realms. It was also about rebuilding my inner world. Every setback, every moment of failure, carried with it a lesson if I was willing to learn. I began to view each day as an opportunity to reinvent myself, to take the raw material of my experiences, both painful and joyful, and to forge a path toward a brighter future. This process of inner reconstruction was gradual and often painful, marked by moments of doubt and despair. But with each challenge I faced, I unearthed a deeper layer of resilience within myself, a strength born of the willingness to let go of what was no longer serving me. One of the most transformative realizations I experienced was understanding that our struggles are not meant to be borne in isolation. On this path of letting go and rediscovery, I learned the invaluable power of human connection. There is something deeply healing about sharing our vulnerabilities and our triumphs with others who are on similar journeys. I reached out to communities of like-minded individuals, people who had also chosen to free themselves from the burden of excess, who had dared to rebuild their lives from the ashes of past failures. Their stories, their courage, became beacons of hope, reminding me that no one is truly alone in the pursuit of growth. In our collective vulnerability, we found strength, and in our shared experiences, we discovered that letting go is a universal act of self-love. As my life began to transform, I learned to celebrate every small victory along the way. Each day offered a new chance to honor the progress I had made. A smile shared with a loved one, a moment of quiet reflection that brought clarity, a spontaneous burst of creativity that reminded me of my passion for life. Celebrating these seemingly minor successes helped me to recognize that transformation is not a destination, but a continuous journey, a series of incremental steps toward a more authentic and fulfilling existence. I embraced every moment as an opportunity to celebrate life, understanding that each small triumph was a powerful testament to my resilience and determination. This journey of transformation was not without its challenges. There were nights when the weight of the past pressed so heavily on my heart that I questioned my ability to ever move forward. There were moments when fear threatened to overwhelm me, when the old patterns of doubt and self-criticism crept back in. Yet, with every setback, I reminded myself that true change comes not from resisting the pain, but from facing it head-on and allowing it to fuel my evolution. Each time I chose to let go of a negative thought, of a limiting belief, I was taking a decisive step toward reclaiming my power. It was in these moments of vulnerability that I discovered the profound truth that to live fully is to continuously renew oneself, to have the courage to start over even when the odds seem insurmountable. If you find yourself resonating with this story, if you have ever felt the crushing weight of loss or the paralyzing grip of fear, I invite you to take a deep breath and consider the possibility that your greatest strength lies in your ability to let go. Reflect on the aspects of your life that no longer serve your highest good. What habits, relationships, or beliefs are holding you back from living a life of true abundance? Allow yourself to envision a future where every ending is simply the seed of a new beginning, where the act of letting go becomes a transformative journey toward inner freedom and boundless potential. I encourage you to share your own journey in the comments. Tell me about the moments when you chose to release what was weighing you down and how that act of courage opened the door to new possibilities. Use the hashtag #ThriveMoreLetGo as a way to connect with others who are embracing change and striving for a life of purpose. By sharing our experiences, we not only empower ourselves, but we also create a supportive community that inspires and uplifts everyone involved. If this message has touched your heart, please consider giving this video a like, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications so you never miss out on new insights and stories that can help guide you on your journey. Every like, every share, every comment is a step toward building a community dedicated to transformation and growth. A space where we all learn that letting go is not about losing, but about making room for the extraordinary. Today, I invite you to look at your life as a series of blank pages waiting to be filled with new dreams and possibilities. No matter how many times you've stumbled or how heavy the weight of past mistakes may feel, remember that you hold the pen to your own story. Each day is an opportunity to start fresh, to rewrite your narrative, and to embrace the boundless potential that lies within you. The act of letting go is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate act of self-love and courage. It is the acknowledgement that you deserve a life free from the chains of what no longer serves you. A life defined by growth, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of your true purpose. Take a moment right now to close your eyes and envision the life you want to create. See yourself shedding the burdens that have weighed you down, feeling lighter with every exhalation. Imagine the liberation that comes with releasing the past and stepping boldly into the future. This is your invitation to transform pain into power, to convert every loss into a stepping stone toward the life you've always dreamed of. Trust that each step you take, no matter how small, is leading you toward a destiny filled with promise and hope. In the end, the journey of transformation is a deeply personal one. It is also one that connects us all. Each story of letting go and rebuilding is a testament to the human spirit's incredible resilience. As you walk your own path, remember that every moment of courage, every decision to release what no longer matters, is a victory. Embrace these victories with gratitude, and know that with every piece of the past you let go, you create space for something new, something better, something truly extraordinary. So, I'll leave you with this thought. Let go of the weight that's been holding you back and dare to live fully. Celebrate your journey, no matter how winding it may be, and trust in the transformative power of starting anew. Together, let's build a community that believes in renewal, in the magic of new beginnings, and in the unstoppable force that is you. Thank you for taking the time to listen and for joining me on this path toward transformation. May you always find the strength to let go and the courage to thrive, today and every day.